guys, welcome back to another week of fantasy football and the housing market update. My name is Sam Bullard with Nathan Grace and the Tilga Real Estate Group. We had such an overwhelming response and so many likes last week that we just had to do this again. There was no choice. But let's get right into it. Fantasy football. So last week I did more of a review of the fantasy week, but from here on out I'm going to do more of predicting what I think players are going to do. So my fantasy stud this week is Eddie Lacy. The Packers are coming off a bye week. Eddie Lacy's got a good rest. They play the New York Giants, which have been pretty bad to this point, and I don't see that changing. I think Eddie Lacy's going to run right through that Giants defense, no problems there. So I think Eddie Lacy's going to have a big week. My fantasy dud this week is Matt Forte. They go into Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh jumps on people there, so I expect Matt Forte and the Jets to get behind early and be forced to throw, which leaves Forte in blocking duties with a few carries. So I think he'll be our fantasy dud this week. Breakout player, and this mostly has to do with Tom Brady coming back with a vengeance. He's ticked off at the league. He's been suspended for 4 weeks, so I think Gronk and Edelman are going to go off this week. They're going to get back to doing what they've done the last few years. So those are my breakout players. A pickup of the week. This guy had a great week last week, Terrence West for the Baltimore Ravens. In fact, he was so good they cut Justin Forsett because they didn't think they needed him anymore. Terrence West had over 100 yards last week. I think he's going to have a repeat performance, so he's a good pickup. If he's not available, Mesquite Horn's own Taylor Gabriel, a guy I had the privilege of coaching back in the day. He left Cleveland. He's in Atlanta now. The guy catches everything. He's got great quicks, great route runner, and I think with Matt Ryan being hot, he's really going to start looking to Taylor Gabriel. Of course, Julio's going to get most of your catches, but Taylor's going to fit in just right there. So congrats to him. Cowboys score prediction. Last week I was really close. They ended up losing 24-17. My prediction was 27-16, so it's right there. I think they go, well, it's at Dallas. So since he comes into town, the Bengals will play physical. They haven't played well to this point. I think they're going to beat up on the Cowboys and win a very close game, 24-20 over our Cowboys this week. As far as the market update, it's not much of a market update as it is what's popular, what's most bang for your buck as far as remodeling. And this is based on 2015 stats in the Texas Remodel Valuation Report, which is produced by the National Association of Realtors as well as Remodeling Magazine. So some of the most popular home modeling projects in Texas markets were those that increase the home's sustainability as well as functionality. And this includes increasing a home's curb appeal and energy efficiency. And so number one at the top of their list was fiberglass attic insulation, believe it or not. This project was recouping 163% of its project cost. Right behind that was stone veneer projects at 157% recoup. And then right behind that was garage door replacement. Now that's kind of the upscale garage door replacements. Seem to have good bang for their buck. And front door replacement, whether it be steel or wood, those have a lot of bang for your buck. And again, these are stats based on 2015. What's not hot in remodeling? What's not getting the most bang for your buck? Well, according to reports, and even though these are things that did well in the past, your bathroom remodels, your master suite, decks, these consistently ranked among the last in Texas markets, recouping as little as 25% of the project cost. So I found that to be quite interesting. One thing to keep in mind with some of the bathroom remodels and the other things that we're talking about that maybe are not getting as much value when you go to resale, you have to consider where you are, the price point. I'm not saying it never makes sense to remodel your master bathroom because that's certainly not the case. So that's why it's best to meet with a realtor, know your area, know your market, know your price point, know your house, know your layout, and does this make sense for me? Am I going to get this money back if I do a major remodel in the bathroom or kitchen? Because there's definitely some areas where it does make sense. So ask your local realtor. Hopefully that's me. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Feel free to call, email, text with any questions you may have, and we'll see you next week. Good luck. Hope you get the W in fantasy. Y'all take care.
Well, I met John Wayne and Jesus when I was just a kid.